Los Angeles International Airport is the largest and busiest airport in the greater Los Angeles area and the state of California, as well as being one of the largest international airports in the United States. It is most often referred to by its IATA airport code LAX, with the letters pronounced individually. LAX is located in the southwestern Los Angeles area along the Pacific Ocean between the neighborhood of Westchester to its immediate north and the city of El Segundo to its immediate south. It is owned and operated by Los Angeles World Airports, an agency of the Los Angeles city government formerly known as the Department of Airports. In 2015, LAX handled 74,936,256 passengers, an increase of 6% from the previous year, making it the seventh busiest airport by passenger traffic in the world. The airport holds the claim for the world's busiest origin and destination airport, and has for many years. The airport also was the third busiest in the world by aircraft movements. Furthermore, it is also the only airport to rank among the top 5 U.S. airports for both passenger and cargo traffic. While LAX is the busiest airport in the greater Los Angeles area, other airports, including Bob Hope Airport, John Wayne Airport, Long Beach Airport, and LA, Ontario International Airport, also serve the region. It is also notable for being one of the few U.S. airports with 4 parallel runways. LAX serves as a hub for American Airlines, Delta Airlines, United Airlines, and Virgin America. The airport serves as a focus city for Allegiant Air New Zealand, Qantas, Southwest Airlines, Spirit Airlines, and Volaris. LAX serves as either a hub or focus city for more mainline U.S. carriers than any other airport in the country, and is the only airport that all 3 legacy carriers have designated a hub. As the largest international airport on the U.S. West Coast, LAX is a major gateway to and from Europe, Latin America, Asia, and Oceania. With its deep connections to Asia and Latin America in particular, LAX is considered to be the premier gateway to the Pacific Rim. History. In 1928, the Los Angeles City Council selected 640 acres in the southern part of Westchester for a new airport from the city. The fields of wheat, barley and lima beans were converted into dirt landing strips without any terminal buildings. It was named Mines Field for William W. Mines, the real estate agent who arranged the deal. The first structure, Hangar No. 1, was erected in 1929 and is in the National Register of Historic Places. Mines Field opened as the Airport of Los Angeles in 1930 and the city purchased it to be a municipal airfield in 1937. The name became Los Angeles Airport in 1941 and Los Angeles International Airport in 1949. In the 1930s, the main airline airports were Burbank Airport in Burbank and the Grand Central Airport in Glendale. Mines Field did not extend west of Sepulveda Boulevard. Sepulveda was rerouted circa 1950 to loop around the west ends of the extended east-west runways, which by November 1950 were 6,000 feet long. A tunnel was completed in 1953, allowing Sepulveda Boulevard to revert to straight and pass beneath the 2 runways. It was the first tunnel of its kind. For the next few years, the 2 runways were 8,500 feet long. The X in LAX. Before the 1930s, existing airports used a 2-letter abbreviation based on the weather stations at the airports. At the time, LA served as the designation for Los Angeles Airport, but with the rapid growth in the aviation industry, the designations expanded to 3 letters C. 1947, and LA became LAX. The letter X has no specific meaning in this identifier. LAX is also used for the Port of Los Angeles in San Pedro and by Amtrak for Union Station in downtown Los Angeles. Aircraft spotting. The Imperial Hill area in El Segundo is a prime location for aircraft spotting. Another popular spotting location sits under the final approach for runways 24L and AMP-R on a lawn next to the Westchester In-N-Out Burger on Sepulveda Boulevard. This is one of the few remaining locations in Southern California from which spotters may watch such a wide variety of low-flying commercial airliners from directly underneath the flight path. Space Shuttle Endeavour at 12:51 p.m. on Friday, September 21, 2012. A shuttle carrier aircraft carrying the Space Shuttle Endeavour landed at LAX on runway 25L. An estimated 10,000 people saw the shuttle land. Interstate 105 was backed up for miles at a standstill. Imperial Highway was shut down for spectators. It was quickly taken off the Boeing 747 and was moved to a United Airlines hangar. The shuttle spent about a month in the hangar while it was prepared to be transported to the California Science Center. Theme building. The distinctive white Googie theme building, designed by Pereira and Amp. Luckman architect Paul Williams and constructed in 1961 by Robert E. McKee Construction Co., resembles a flying saucer that has landed on its four legs. A restaurant with a sweeping view of the airport is suspended beneath two arches that formed the legs. The Los Angeles City Council designated the building a Los Angeles Historic Cultural Monument in 1992. A $4 million renovation, with retro-futuristic interior and electric lighting designed by Walt Disney Imagineering, was completed before the Encounter restaurant opened there in 1997. Visitors are able to take the elevator up to the roof of the theme building, which closed after the September 11, 2001 attacks for security reasons and reopened to the public on weekends beginning on July 10, 2010. Additionally, a memorial to the victims of the 9/11 attacks is located on the grounds, as 3 of the 4 hijacked planes were originally destined for LAX terminals. LAX has 9 passenger terminals arranged in the shape of the letter U or a horseshoe. The terminals are served by a shuttle bus. Terminals 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all connected airside via an underground tunnel between terminals 4, 5 and 6 and above-ground walkways between terminals 6, 7, and 8. An additional airside shuttle bus operates among terminals 4, 6, and the American Eagle remote terminal. There are no physical airside connections between any of the other terminals. In addition to these terminals, there are 2 million square feet of cargo facilities at LAX, and a heliport operated by Bravo Aviation. Qantas has a maintenance facility at LAX, even though it is not a hub. Inter-terminal connections between terminals 1, 2, and 3, and between them and the other terminals, require passengers to exit security, then walk or use a shuttle bus to get to the other terminal, then re-clear security. Terminals 4 to 8, which comprise the South Terminal complex, provide airside connections, which allow connecting passengers to access other terminals without having to re-clear security. The following airside connections are possible. Terminals TBIT 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 have airside connection. Terminals 4, 5, and 6 are connected via an airside underground walkway. At Terminal 6, passengers can transfer from the above-ground terminal walkway to the underground walkway to access Terminals 4, 5, and 6. Terminals 6, 7, and 8 are all connected airside via walking corridors at the same level as the terminal, allowing passengers a seamless connection. Some airlines provide an airside shuttle bus connection between terminals. For example, Qantas offers a late afternoon, evening shuttle bus for passengers arriving in Terminal 4 to connect with flights departing from the Tom Bradley International Terminal. Beginning February 25, 2016, an additional airside corridor became available from Terminal 4 to the Tom Bradley International Terminal. This will allow airside connections from Terminals 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4 to the Tom Bradley International Terminal. An additional security checkpoint will be available in this connector to allow passengers to enter Terminal 4 after arriving on an international arrival in the Tom Bradley Terminal, avoiding the main Terminal 4 security screening area, also allowing easier connections to Terminal 5, 6, 7, and 8. Terminal 1 has 15 gates. Gates 9, 10, 11A, 11B, 12A, 12B, 13 to 15, 16A, 16B, 17A, 17B, and 18A, 18B, and houses Southwest Airlines. Terminal 1 was built in 1984. Terminal 1 is presently undergoing an extensive renovation financed by Southwest Airlines. This renovation will continue through 2018 and provide updates to security screening area, curbside drop-off, terminal areas, and baggage handling. Former tenants of the terminal include Airtran Airways, America West Airlines, and US Airways. Terminal 2 has 11 gates. Gates 21 to 21B, 22 to 22B, 23, 24 to 24B, and 25 to 28. It hosts most foreign airlines not using the Tom Bradley International Terminal, including Aer Lingus, Aeromexico, Air Canada, Avianca, Dynamic Airways, Hainan Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, Interjet, Qatar Airways, Sun Country Airlines, Thomas Cook Airlines, Virgin Atlantic, Volaris, WestJet, and XL Airways France. Terminal 2 was built in 1962, and was the original international terminal. It was completely torn down and rebuilt in stages between 1984 and 1988 at a cost of $94 million. The rebuilt terminal was designed by Leo A. Daly. Terminal 2 has CBP facilities to process arriving international passengers. Former tenants of the terminal include Northwest Airlines and Pan American World Airways. Both Southwest Airlines and Virgin America use Terminal 2 for their international arrivals. Terminal 3 has 12 gates. Gates 30, 31A, 31B, 32, 33A, 33B, 34 to 36, 37A, 37B, and 38. Terminal 3 opened in 1961 and was Transworld Airlines Terminal. The terminal was expanded in 1970 to accommodate wide-body operations, and between 1980 and 1987, which included a new passenger connector building and baggage system connected to the original satellite. It formerly housed some American Airlines flights after that airline acquired Reno Air and TWA in 1999 and 2001, respectively. Eventually, all American flights were moved to Terminal 4. As of July 2015, Allegiant Air, Frontier Airlines, JetBlue Airways, Spirit Airlines, and Virgin America use Terminal 3. Terminal 4. Terminal 4 has 16 gates. Gates 40, 41, 42A, 42B, 43 to 45, 46A, 46C, 47A, 47B, 48A, 48B, and 49A, 49B, and houses American Airlines flights. Terminal 4 was built in 1961, was expanded in 1983 by adding a connector from the ticketing areas to the original satellite, and was renovated in 2002 at a cost of $400 million in order to improve the appearance and functionality of the facility. The renovation was designed by Rivers and Amp Christian. An international arrivals facility was also added as part of the renovations, but this has been closed due to staffing shortages. Currently, American Airlines international flights arrive Terminal 4 and TBIT, but passengers disembark via stairs onto buses that travel directly to Tom Bradley International Terminal arrivals. Some international departures operate at TBIT. American Airlines and American Eagle have more gates than any other airline at LAX with 24. Terminal 5 has 15 gates. Gates 50A, 50B, 51A, 51B, 52A, 52B, 53A, 53B, 54A, 54B, 55A, 56, 57, 58, and 59, and is used for Delta Airlines flights. Western Airlines occupied this terminal at its opening in 1962, and continued to do so until Western was merged with Delta on April 1, 1987. Terminal 5 was redesigned by Gensler, expanded to include a connector building between the original satellite and the ticketing facilities, and remodeled from 1986 through early 1988. It was unofficially named Delta's Oasis at LAX with the slogan, "Take 5 at LAX," when construction was completed in the summer of 1988. Northwest Airlines moved all operations to Terminal 5 and Terminal 6 alongside Delta on June 30, 2009, as part of its merger with the airline. The terminal has a customs area in the arrivals floor, used for international flights served by Delta Airlines. Delta will be relocating to Terminals 2 and 3 between January 2017 and December 2018. Terminal 6 has 14 gates. Gates 60 to 63, 64A, 64B, 65A, 65B, 66, 67, 68A, 68B, and 69A, 69B. Parts of this terminal have changed little from its opening in 1961. In 1970, new gates were expanded from the main building, as is obvious from the rotunda at the end. 4 of these gates have 2 jetways, which can accommodate large aircraft. An expansion of the terminal, including a connector of the original satellite to the ticketing areas, was completed in 1987. Terminal 6 is currently used by Alaska Airlines, American Airlines, Copa Airlines, Delta Airlines, and Great Lakes Airlines. Continental Airlines originally built their connector building. Prior to October 2014, United Airlines used the connector gates, supplementing its space at Terminal 7. Delta also leases some space from the airport in Terminal 6, in addition to its space at Terminal 5. Most of the rotunda gates can feed arriving passengers into a sterile corridor that shunts them to Terminal 7's Customs and Immigration facility. In April 2011, Alaska Airlines agreed to a deal with Los Angeles World Airports to renovate Terminal 6 and build an Alaska Airlines boardroom lounge. The airline moved its flights to Terminal 6 on March 20, 2012, and Spirit Airlines was relocated to Terminal 3. American Eagle flights operate from a satellite terminal that is located just east of Terminal 8. This terminal has 9 gates that supplement the 4 Mainline gates at Terminal 6. Former tenants of the terminal include Continental Airlines until its merger with United Airlines in 2011 and Eastern Airlines, which went bankrupt in 1991. The terminal also originally housed Pacific Southwest Airlines. Terminal 7 has 11 gates. Gates 70A, 70B, 71A, 71B, 72, 73, 74, 75A, 75B, 76, and 77. This terminal opened in 1962 and was expanded to accommodate wide-body aircraft in 1970. The terminal was expanded in 1982 with the addition of a connector building, which today comprises of gates 70A, 70B and 71A, 71B. 4 of these gates have 2 jetways which accommodate large aircraft. Terminal 7 is used for United Airlines domestic and international operations. The interior of the terminal was renovated between January 1998 and June 1999 at a cost of $250 million. Was designed by HNTB and was constructed by Hensel Phelps Construction. Added were new gate podiums, increased size of gate areas, relocated concessions, expanded restrooms, new flooring, and new signage. Also, the roof of the terminal was raised, and new, brighter light fixtures were added in order to provide more overall lighting. As of 2012, Terminal 7 is undergoing another facelift, with significant changes to concessions. The terminal also contains a United Club and an international first-class lounge. The terminal has a customs area located on the arrivals floor, used by international flights served by United Airlines. Terminal 8 has 9 gates, gates 80 to 88. This terminal was originally constructed in 1961 as Concourse 8 and was redeveloped in 1982 and renamed Terminal 8. The terminal formerly served shuttle by United flights. At one point, only United Express flights arrived and departed from Terminal 8. Non-United Express flights arrived and departed from Terminals 6 and 7. Terminal 8 is now used once again for some mainline flights. Tom Bradley International Terminal, not to be confused with Bradley International Airport, which serves Hartford, Connecticut. The Tom Bradley International Terminal has 18 gates, 9 on the North Concourse and 9 on the South Concourse. Each gate is equipped with a SafeGate Advanced Visual Docking Guidance System. In addition, there are 9 satellite gates for international flights located on the west side of LAX. Passengers are ferried to the west side gates by bus. The terminal exclusively hosts most of the major international airlines, with the exception of those housed in Terminal 2. This terminal opened for the 1984 Summer Olympic Games and is named for Tom Bradley, the first African-American and longest-serving mayor of Los Angeles, and champion of LAX. The terminal is located at the west end of the passenger terminal area between Terminals 3 and 4. Tom Bradley International Terminal hosts 29 airlines and handles 10 million passengers per year. In 2010, modernization efforts resulted in additional space for inline baggage screening, 3 larger Alliance-aligned lounges plus 1 unaffiliated lounge, and cosmetic upgrades in the departures and arrivals areas. On November 17, 2008, Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa unveiled design concepts for LAX's Bradley West and Midfield Concourse projects. Los Angeles World Airports, along with city officials, selected Fentress Architects in association with HNTB to develop a design concept for the modernization of LAX. The emphasis of the modernization is to improve the passenger experience and to keep Los Angeles competitive with other global cities. On February 22, 2010, construction began on the $1.5 billion Bradley West project. part of the multi-year $4.11 billion LAX improvement and redevelopment projects. The project added over 1,250,000 square feet of shops, restaurants, and passenger lounges, as well as new security screening, customs, immigration, and baggage claim facilities. The terminal's existing two concourses will be demolished and replaced with a larger pair with 18 gates, 9 of which will be able to accommodate the Airbus A380. The terminal opened in phases beginning on September 2012, and was completed in 2014. On September 18, 2013, the new Tom Bradley International Terminal at LAX officially opened. Airlines started to use the new, smarter gates that can handle larger aircraft, with multiple gates configured for the Airbus A380. Inside, Southern California scenes and eccentric videos are played on 7 huge multimedia screens. It is the largest immersive system in an airport and the most advanced multimedia environment in a North American airport. This system was created by Moment Factory. Lounge-like seating for relaxation and the 25,000 square foot duty-free shopping area were located in the Great Hall. Many restaurants and high-end shops are located there, such as Clore, Burberry, Fred Segal, and Porsche amongst others. Franchises of popular LA restaurants including Umami Burger, 800 Degrees, Larder Inc., Sack and Lucky Fish are among the restaurant selections available. On March 25, 2007, Runway 7 25L reopened after being shifted 55 feet south to prevent runway incursions and prepare the runway for the Airbus A380. Additional storm drains and enhanced runway lighting were added. Runway 25L is now 800 feet south of the parallel runway centerline to centerline, allowing a parallel taxiway between the runways. The taxiway was completed in 2008. On September 18, 2006, Los Angeles World Airports started a $503 million facelift of the Tom Bradley International Terminal. Improvements included new paging, air conditioning and electrical systems, along with new elevators, escalators, baggage carousels, and a digital sign that automatically updates flight information. With federal funding, explosives detection technology was incorporated into the terminal's underground baggage system. According to the Los Angeles Times, in February 2007, many Pacific Rim carriers began reducing flights to LAX in favor of more modern airports, such as San Francisco International Airport, due to the aging Tom Bradley International Terminal. On August 15, 2007, the Los Angeles City Council approved a $1.2 billion project to construct a new 10-gate terminal to handle international flights using the Airbus A380, adding the first new gates built since the early 1980s. The new structure was to be built directly west of the Tom Bradley International Terminal on a site that was occupied mostly by aircraft hangars. On March 19, 2007, the Airbus A380 made its debut at LAX, landing on runway 24L. Though LAX was originally to be the first U.S. city to see the A380, Airbus later decided to forego LAX in favor of John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City. After city officials fought for the super jumbo jet to land at LAX, Airbus had to get two A380s, which landed simultaneously in New York and Los Angeles. On March 31, 2008, the Los Angeles Times reported that foreign carriers were once again flocking to LAX's Tom Bradley International Terminal. The weaker dollar caused a surge in demand for U.S. travel, resulting in airlines either adding new destinations or increasing frequencies to existing routes. New airlines that introduced flights to LAX included Virgin Australia, Emirates Airlines, Turkish Airlines, Iberia Airlines, Korean Air, Qantas, Air China, and Air France. The influx of new flights comes amidst the renovation of the airport and consolidates LAX's status as the premier international gateway to the western United States. Qantas launched service with the Airbus A380 on October 20, 2008, using the West Side remote gates. Though initially deployed between LAX and Sydney, Qantas's A380 service was extended to the LAX-Melbourne route. This was followed shortly by Korean Air, which initiated non-stop A380 flights to Seoul Incheon in October 2011. Air France has launched A380 flights between Paris Charles de Gaulle and Los Angeles in May 2012. In addition, China Southern Airlines launched A380 service to Guangzhou in October 2012, representing an increase in capacity of 78% on the route. With the addition of these services, LAX boasted 6 daily A380 services. On October 15, 2013, British Airways non-stop service from London Heathrow to LAX also became an A380 route. Asiana Airlines launched an Airbus A380 service to LAX on Wednesday, August 20, 2014. This new A380 route makes Asiana the 8th A380 operator at LAX and the 11th airline to operate an A380. Previously, Asiana deployed regional Asian A380 routes to Osaka, Hong Kong, and Bangkok from Seoul. LAX has more A380 services than any other North American city, with up to 13 daily flights spread among 9 operators. Emirates, China Southern Airlines, British Airways, Qantas, Korean Air and Asiana Airlines, Air France, Singapore Airlines, and Lufthansa airlines and destinations. LAX connects to 87 domestic and 69 international destinations in North America, Latin America, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, Asia, and Oceania. American Airlines, American Eagle operate the most departures from the airport, followed by United Airlines, United Express and Southwest Airlines. American operates the largest network of routes out of LAX, serving more than 60 destinations, followed closely by Delta and United. Passenger notes: One Qantas also flies to from New York JFK, but only for international connecting traffic. The airline cannot transport passengers solely between LAX and JFK. Southwest Airlines international arrivals are processed at Terminal 2. Virgin America international arrivals are processed at Terminal 2. 4 Virgin Australia check-in is located in Terminal 3. Cargo traffic and statistics. LAX handles more origin and destination passengers than any other airport in the world. The airport handled 28,861,477 enplanements, the total number of passengers boarding an aircraft, in 2008. This makes LAX the third busiest airport in the United States in terms of enplanements. It is the world's 5th busiest airport by passenger traffic and 15th busiest by cargo traffic, serving over 70.6 million passengers and 2 million tons of freight and mail in 2014. It is the busiest airport in the state of California, and the second busiest airport by passenger boardings in the United States, based on final 2013 statistics. In terms of international passengers, as of 2012, LAX is the third busiest in the United States. and as of 2006, 26th worldwide. The number of aircraft operations has steadily increased to 636,706 in 2014, up from 614,917 in 2013. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, the Airports Council International places LAX at third most aircraft movements in the world as of 2013. Top domestic destinations. Top international destinations. Airline market share. Notes: 1 includes U.S. Airways.